everyone? Zeddy here again today with a brand new video. We have a couple more cards to go over, including a Demon Hunter Legendary, some pretty cool stuff, as well as, well, there's actually some patch notes. There was a quick little hot fix of a patch note, so we're going to go over that at the beginning. I'll timestamp the card review below if you want to skip ahead to it, as well, of course, the giveaways we got going on Twitter. I'll have that link below. This one is from Play Hearthstone, courtesy of Blizzard, and the one that's out of my pocket, which is a mega bundle, 2 regular pre-orders. Check out the giveaway video. If we hit 44,000 subs, I'm giving away another mega bundle, and we are climbing like crazy. Again, thank you guys so much for the support. These videos have been doing super well. It's been super fun to make them. I love getting hyped over new cards. I'll get mad at them once they're out, but before they come out, I'm like a kid in a candy store. I can't wait. I just get so excited. And then, yeah, I baby rage. But anyways, yeah, we had patch 22.6.1 come out. Mostly it's about Battlegrounds and a few bug changes. There was this new minion friend of a friend. It was a tier 6 unit that would let you discover a buddy. And there was like a bunch of buddies taken out of the pool, but basically it led to just ridiculous games when you competed it with Bran. Bran would let you double up and get multiple buddies, and well, pro players didn't really like that. High level players didn't like that, but the casuals kind of liked it. I like playing it, but they have their whole like Battlegrounds lobby legends thing coming out, the competitive scene. So yeah, they kind of don't want that to be dominating there. So they added some armor changes. I'll link this patch notes below if you want to take a look. They changed some armor stuff for heroes, a bunch of different ones, whatever. It's minor balance stuff. And then they did some bug fixes and game improvement. They fixed a bug that caused players to be locked if they filled up their mercenaries. Mercenary bug fixes, of course. Fixed a product shop image that did not match the description or the product content, and another disabled the blank completed all Book of Mercenaries pop-up. Rewards will be added in a later patch. So if you aren't aware, if you completed every wing of the Book of Mercenaries, there was a pop-up message and you just got the regular pack for Varden, right? A mage pack. There was supposed to be an additional reward. For the Book of Heroes, we got a golden pack. Maybe we'll get that again. So if you completed all the Book of Mercenaries, there is a reward coming. We don't know what it is. It could just be a golden pack, but it'll come in a later patch. So it's coming, but you know, it's not costing them money, so they'll take their time, right, Nova? Right, she's already out. Anyways, let's start. We're done with the news. Again, I want to keep you guys updated as much as I can because, well, there's just no time for regular videos when we got cards to go over. So let's start off with the Demon Hunter Legendary. It is a Naga Legendary, Lady Theo. It's like a combination of my friend Theo, or streamer friend Theo, and Fino. They got a combined card named after them, kind of. Anyways, it's a 3-mana 2/4 Naga Legendary, and it has immune while attacking. So anytime this attacks, it has immune, can't die or whatever, can't take damage. And then after you cast a spell, attack the lowest health enemy. So that can go face. That's enemy, not just a minion. So if there is no minion on the board and you play this card and you have a hand full of cheap spells, you can deal a lot of damage. But it's only 2 attack. It's 3 mana. It's not that cheap, but there are things you can do to make this card maybe an OTK finisher, because, well, Demon Hunter is losing Il'gynoth. They need something, right? You have to have a OTK combo apparently, but what you could do is there's maybe a hand buff thing you can do, but I was thinking there's that 3-mana 2/4 card that flips stats of all minions in your hand. You could play that, give this 4 attack, and then if you're playing like the quest and have a bunch of discounted spells, play Lady and just spam cheap spells and do a bunch of damage. But overall, I feel like this card just sucks. I don't know. I don't feel like this card's that good, even with the absurdity of the mana cheat and all the stuff. There needs to be a better way of buffing this minion, possibly either on board or in your hand, to make it kind of, I don't know, like, are you really playing this to fight for board? You have board clears, you have removal. I just don't see this as a tremendous finisher. I see it as just a kind of a garbage card, really. You know, it's a Fel Barrage. You can play the Fel Barrage. Like, it does the same thing as Fel Barrage, right? Like, lowest health enemy, and it's 3 mana. I don't know. We'll have to see what more cards are out for Demon Hunter, because if you look at the Demon Hunter cards here, we're lacking in cards. We don't really know. We also don't know the core set, right? We only know these other 3 cards for Demon Hunter. I mean, it goes well with multi-strike, I guess. And we don't know the core set, so that's gonna really determine determine how good this card can be, right? Like, we don't know what's going to be there. Demon Hunter has the least cards out of every class in the game because it was introduced later. So I'm going to give this a tentative 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 stars in standard, in wild, where you have, I don't know, maybe they unnerf Twin Slice and put in the core set. That would be really good, but it's not really that many 0 mana spells, right? Like, you have the Silence spell, Sigil, you have Blur in wild. I just don't see it right now. I don't. And maybe you just run it for board presence or something. That's something too. But I mean, there's just better options. You have rush minions. You have all sorts of good stuff. I'm not sold on it. I don't think it's that crazy. But again, with the proper support, it could actually be a crazy OTK card. If you could just hand buff it reliably and then pop off with cheap spells, then this card can get crazy very quickly. So it's definitely one to look out for. And the other card we have to review is, what the hell? What are these cards as expansion? It's a 2 mana Paladin spell, Radar Detector. You scan the bottom 5 cards of your deck, draw any mechs found this way, then shuffle your deck. So you reorder it, I guess. This, in theory, if you're playing a strictly mech deck, is 2 mana, draw 5 cards. 5, like $5 a month Twitch sub. If you get the meme, you get the meme. But regardless, 5 cards for 2 mana. Obviously, this has a huge downside of it only draws mechs. It only draws mechs. But my God, that is ridiculous. In standard right now, I can't think of really good mechs you would want to play, but I'm guessing we're gonna see a bunch. We already have that, I think that 2 mana mech that like buffs the next card you draw, which isn't too bad. So that's already one there. But again, I can't think of a ton of mechs right now in standard that would make this great, but I'm assuming there's stuff coming. And okay, let's say you don't hit 5. You don't draw 5 mechs for 2 mana. You only draw like 2. Oh no, 2 mana draw 2. That is utterly terrible. How will you ever live? Again, let me know in the comments below if I'm reading this card wrong, because it just seems ridiculous. So yeah, it could be only 2 mana draw 2. It could be 2 mana draw 1, which would be bad, but you hit 3, 4, or 5, it is ridiculous. And yeah, right now in standard, not a ton of mechs, but I have a feeling we're going to be seeing, we haven't seen the Colossal minion yet for Paladin. I'd be very surprised if it's not a mech. The artwork that people think is related to the Goliath, or Colossal, sorry, is a giant mechanoid type of thing. So might relate to that. It might all come together and be busted. And I mean, 2 mana draw 5, what is this? It's Secret Passage, but the cards stay in your hand. That's absolutely ridiculous, even though I haven't seen any other mechs yet, or like stuff that really gets me thinking that this is going to be great. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5 in standard. Card draw like this has almost always been ridiculously good, and if there's a mech deck that can use it, this is an auto include. Like, you're always playing this card. This is ridiculous. And in wild where you have Mech Warper, Galvanizer, all sorts of stuff. I mean, Mech Paladin has been a deck before in wild, in standard, with a lot of those cards. Snip Snap, Ziliax, War Gear. There are so many busted. You can just play a whole deck of mechs and discount them with Warper, Galvanizer. Like I said, this will probably bring Mech Paladin back on the map in wild. This is just 2 mana draw 5 almost always. Like, it's ridiculously good. I'm going to give it a 4 because that deck has not been meta. Hasn't been like a top tier strat in wild in a bit, but my goodness. Well, one of the things I wanted them to get away was from mass mana cheap, which, by the way, we haven't really seen a lot of. That's good. And cheap card draw. They're going all in on cheap card draw still. We saw 3 mana draw 3 from Priest. We see 2 mana possibly draw 5 from Paladin. Ridiculous. Busted. Blizzard. Broken. And yeah, that's the review for now. There's going to be a couple more cards revealed. Possibly could be a Colossal Paladin minion in like, I think like 8 hours. So I might do a 1 card review for that if it's really spectacular. Other than that, stay tuned. Always going to be pumping out reviews. You guys seem to enjoy it. I love making them. If you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day. And what the hell is this card, Blizzard? We'll see you soon.